Hello, ladies and gents, guys and gals, friendly femmes and fellows, all. Captain Total War brings you something a bit different for the channel today. We are delving into the base game, Medieval 2 Total War. Why? Because I felt like it. I felt like changing it up and revisiting this old original from which all else has followed. And I've never played as Poland before, I have to admit. But just looking at the roster generally, it's very cavalry heavy, especially in the late game. It does appeal to me.
Yes.
So, this is what we are saddled with as Poland on turn 1. We have two regions. We have Krakow, capital, that's town, with some decent mining capability. And then we have Haluch, I believe it should be pronounced. But if anyone's wiser on Polish than I am, which you probably are, there's bound to be someone, then please feel free to correct me. But I'm going to call it Haluch until I am told differently. So,
Sire.
let's look at our objectives. We have very simple objectives. We are to hold 45 regions that will include Jerusalem. And that's basically it. We are neutral with basically everyone, and everyone is neutral to us. So let's see what we can find out. Let's see how we can make our way in European high society.
What do you require of me?
And establish Poland as a force for wonderful things. We have a princess. Let's send her to the Holy Roman Empire, I think.
With pleasure.
Okay, I'd like to know what they have in Breslau.
Moving quietly.
Okay, so that
We shall not relent.
somewhat simple to deal with.
Yes.
Thorn, I wonder what they have there. Oh, some Polish nobles. Ah, we should get.
Yes,
Uh,
an honor to serve, my lord. Yes,
get all
will
those
make
out, I
them
suppose.
fear you.
Spear militia, they can go to
Orders, my
Krakow
king.
instead, where they'll have
order.
free upkeep.
my lord. Move out. Your will
Apart from that, we
shall
have
be obeyed.
peasants.
An
Yeah,
honor
okay.
to serve, my lord.
So let's
My lord.
move in on
Honor
Breslau.
and courage, soldiers.
They'll
Yes.
arrive there next turn. Let's get some mines, that'll be good.
We shall not relent. Ever. We march to our
And let's see what
enemy's
happens if we
doom.
just besiege these. They might
Once we
rise up,
reach
and
the
if they
walls, are
do, then...
finished. We await your
Great.
order to move in.
And we have Prince... Ooh. I'm sorry. I have to work up my courage to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Oh dear. Zbigniew. Nah, I'm not convinced.
I will
I'm not
make
convinced of
them
my own
fear
abilities,
you.
people.
My lord.
Let's move him down here
We march tomorrow. An order.
and put up a
We shall
watchtower.
spot the enemy before
So we
they
have
spot
Kiev
us.
and Yarty. So
Your
I'm
will shall be
going
obeyed.
for Kiev
Make camp
with
here.
him, just to see what we
My
can
lord.
find, and maybe maybe the
troops.
Polish nobles will join him. Ah, we also have the Strelci, which they may or may not be actually
Sire.
called, you know. Well, okay. And then we have Prague.
Yes.
Prague would be a pretty valuable settlement.
Moving into position. Until morning, Lord. How may I
Okay.
serve?
We're pretty well Catholic here. There too. Thorn, not so much.
God's servant.
So that might be a candidate. Kiev, ooh. Yeah, okay. But I'm going...
As you
But
wish.
since Kiev will
Reaching
be
until
a
morning, my
city or a town, it should allow us to manipulate taxes in order to save public order. So, that's the hope anyway. Don't forget to build in in Haluch, but yeah. So, the council wants me to take Breslau.
Yes. Men, march.
I can do that. Okay, what do we get here? Let's get a small chapel, followed by. No, let's not get roads. Let's start with farms. They're usually a better early investment because of their population growth.
We shall not relent ever. Get marching.
Another
We shall
watchtower
spot
here.
the enemy
There's Yazi.
before
That's
they
nice to
spot
know.
us. Yes. We
And
march to
Sire,
let's take our spy.
moving
Oh, there
quietly.
we go. Prague.
Very good, Lord.
Well defended though, so it'll be a bit of a toughie.
an honor to serve, my
Let's go with just
God be
yeah,
with
seeing
us,
what we
men.
can do
We
in
march
attacking
to
Breslau.
battle.
They do have.
Lord. Yes, my king. An order.
How
I don't remember
nice.
if they have archers.
An honor to serve, my lord. Confronting the enemy.
They have some peasant
honorably,
archers.
my
We
lord.
might be able to hit them in a good way with our faction leader and his heavy cavalry. Of course, we must be careful because he is our faction leader, and we don't want to kill him off. Oh dear. You may take that save name as a suggestion of where I want this campaign to go,
Find victory!
because I kind of want to make Scandinavia Polish in this one. We'll see what happens. Anything can happen, really. The winds of war, love, and diplomacy may
Units,
send us in all sorts of directions. So here we have a village. Breslau. Let's put a bodyguard over there. Let's take our Polish nobles. Let's put them over here for now. And let's join up our infantry. Yeah, let's just put them all over here. Some of them can walk over there then. To the Stonehenge like situation we have over there. Okay, what we have? Spear militia. Wonderful. Our archers will have a field day with those. Woodsman over there. And woodsman, and then the archers in there. So this isn't the best map for heavy cavalry strikes. They will struggle. But of course, adversity brings out the best in the competitively minded. So let's hope that our troops can see themselves in that sentiment. Shall we? I'd love to get a flanking charge in on the general over there. That would be nice. They're effective against armor with their javelins. Really good. Okay. I do kind of miss the feature of DAC where they list a lot of the a lot of stats beneath the description, like movement speed and missile number, all those kind of things. It's a really nice thing to have. But we can see that they have a charge of 4 and a melee of 11, so they'll do an okay job at charging into these spear militia if they decide to counter our archers, which at the moment they seem not to be doing. Some peasant archers over there. Okay. The peasants shall come in from this side, I think, to tie up the archers or the woodsmen, whatever they catch. There'll be enough of them to at least do something. Let's use fire arrows. Just allow me to see them a bit better, I think. 14% of the enemy has died. Because we're shooting them in the back, so yeah. That's generally what happens. When you shoot people in the back, they die. Let's move them over here. Okay, we have some peasant archers over there that do need to be dealt with. Let's move our bodyguard over here. They have, do they have excellent stamina? Very good stamina. Okay, so second highest tier. And they are the ones being shot at. Okay, okay. Let me move my archers over there. The bodyguard endures. Woodsmen are moving. Without seeming very decided on what to do about anything. But okay. Come in afterwards. First of all, let's see if we can get our bodyguard to actually charge those peasant archers. Yeah. I'm not overly optimistic, but I'm going to give it a decent shot. And speaking of a decent shot, these archers. Let's. Okay, now then. Do we have the general over there? Kind of. No. Yeah, they won't be able to hit that very well. Let's bring in Polish nobles over from this flank. Nope, they did not manage to charge effectively at all. And they have charged into woodsmen that are of course effective against armor, so we don't want them to be caught in their melee, we want to tie them up with peasants instead. So that's what we're going to do. Then we're going to curl this guy around. We want to try and use their weaknesses against them whenever possible, which can be quite tricky when assaulting a town like this, because they're just in a square and they can send out whatever they want into, you know, to counter whatever you're doing, especially when they have a nice mix of units. Some archers, some armor piercing stuff, some spearmen, although the spearmen have been mostly dealt with. Some peasant archers, and what do? They fall victim to... You know, we're just gonna throw our cavalry into them and take them on in a direct melee. Their defense is 1.
Our men have
Melee is
slain
2.
the enemy general.
And our peasants are doing well, which is nice to see.
The battle
Of course,
is very much in our favor. If we remain
they have a
true
14
and
attack and 1 defense,
victory
but
will be ours.
our peasants have a 3 defense and a 4 attack. So, you know, their attack is about 4 or 5 times higher than our defense, and our attack is about 4 times higher than their defense. So it kind of evens out in a way, in a weird way. Simply because our peasants are almost utterly unarmored. And they just have numerical superiority above all else. The Polish nobles, they just completely outclass the archers, so no worries there. Then perhaps we can use their javelins.
Only half the enemy force remains.
On the spearmen. I should hope. 5 left. Get him. Okay. Let's move bodyguard in there. And they seem to have done it. Nice. bring down the spearmen, please.
We are under attack.
Yes, okay. And they come after you now, so let's just run you away. Why not? And then, as you run away, the bodyguard can try to charge again. Come on. And we can perhaps just line up our archers here in the city center. Why not? Town center. That'll be nice. Come on, run, man. Put your back into it. Make me feel like you actually want to do your job, please. Yeah. Not really charging at all. Okay. Well. Where is the general, our faction leader himself? He's right there in the front lines. I mean, he's bringing them down all right, but he's also taking casualties. I'm not sure I like it, but that's gonna be what's happening now, I suppose. Extinguish the flames, please. But yeah, just continue firing those peasants and woodsmen. Thank you.
The saints. Our men have taken control of the city.
Them having no armor to speak of is a godsend when using archers, so that's lovely.
Oh Lord, have mercy! Our leader lies slain on the battlefield.
Ah, that didn't take long. Sorry, Vladislav.
We are under attack.
Polish noble.
Well then. Wow, those woodsmen are really just taking down those knights. I guess, yeah, the bodyguards in this are a bit more susceptible than bodyguards in DAC are. So I'll need to get used to that. And even so, I mean, of course I did also get Thranduil killed in my Wood Elf campaign, so yeah. I guess I'm not a great authority on keeping generals alive
This is a clear
when push
victory
comes to
that
shove.
goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
But hey, we have taken Breslau. Polish nobles doing the best, followed by archers and then the bodyguards, who didn't really end up guarding the corporeal body of our king, sadly.
The enemy lies
So,
we are victors! Strength, honor, and victory!
but that's Breslau put into our hands. And we got 4 years of Polish nobles from that. Ah, that's nice.
My lord,
Okay.
orders, my king.
Well,
I will make them fear you.
okay, let's look at the family tree. I mean, we've already killed one of them. So now, now Zbigniew is the faction leader, and Boleslav is the prince, the heir, and of course, Agnes, our diplomat, is married then to Boleslav. Okay, I guess that makes it unlikely for
Your Majesty,
rivals.
will I be a part
To-
of a proposition?
No, what? Oh, she's not married to Miss. She's no. They're not married. They're just They're brothers and sisters. Why should they be married? Damn it. My
What
brain
do
must
you
have
require of me?
short-circuited for a
Not
moment.
somewhere a lady should be going. Do I seek a
What?
suitor or just a signature?
Yes.
You seek Vienna, and that shall be good enough for you right now. Okay, so we won the battle, but lost a king.
My lord. Yes.
Let us
Orders, my king.
send these
Forward.
to Prague.
Marching to battle with pride, lord. Of course.
Got a bunch of spearmen, a bunch of archers, but if we can
My lord.
utilize
Orders, my king.
the cavalry,
My lord. Orders, my king. Men,
Well,
march.
then
move
we should
onward
be able
tomorrow.
to take them out
Yes.
without
lord.
resorting to too many cheesy tactics.
Forward.
Maybe a few.
An
Who knows?
order. Resting the troops here.
Okay. We're still generating a bit of a profit,
God's servant.
so that's nice. Can we? Yes. Let's try to get a merchant and see what we can get out of him. Maybe a diplomat to send him around the map. And Krakow has mines. Radoslav is a suitable prince, is he now? He's not a great commander, but of course we could use another one. I think I'll wait a bit. Oh,
If it is a fight you wish. Yes.
our infantry
Battle will
has
resolve
defected.
our differences.
That
My lord. Orders,
that is
my
of
king.
course the danger.
Sire.
Okay, there's a 32% chance that he can open the gates.
My
Not
lord.
that I'm counting on it,
Moving
but
to
he can.
engage.
Okay.
Orders, my king.
And you know what? I'm not going
My
to
lord.
make use of that. But I am going to have a market, maybe. No, let's do land clearance and Halich. Yes, let's do that. That seems like a good investment.
Orders.
I will make them fear
King
you.
Zygniew.
Get marching. Make camp here.
Oh, where is the town? I think it's along the river here,
Yes.
if I remember
course.
rightly. Okay, and we have our
Ready to
merchant,
trade.
and he is
Ready to trade.
very unremarkable in his talents. But I suppose he could become useful if he were to sit on a decidedly grand trade resource. But for now, he's going on a silver
Setting up
mine,
a
and
trade.
then perhaps he can go for some amber
I
after
look
that.
forward to fighting you.
That wooden castle, I'm just going to
We
siege
shall
it
not
out.
relent, ever.
They'll
My lord.
probably rise up, and it'll be a battle. Oh, and there comes an imperial
We must
merchant.
Fight or forfeit. The enemy has laid siege.
Ah, and the very peasants that defected from our army now
Hold up lines and do not break them.
Now
Today
comes
we
for
break
us.
the enemy.
now they come for us in the town that they just helped take. That's a bit of
Our foes
Yeah,
appear
I don't
to
like
be
that.
gaining the upper hand in this
Oh dear.
battle.
I did not want such a thing to happen, but we have archers, so that's something. Where do they come from, though? Over there. Okay. Let's put our archers over there. Let's speed it up a bit. And there we go. And you just fire when you can. Yes. Because they'll have to curl around the corner, and we've got a decent shot until then. Let's shoot at the bigger blob. Yes. Okay. One more volley. Let's see if we can get it off. Okay. Let's pull back. We've killed 9% of them. That's decent. Okay, let's retreat to the square. Let's see if we can... yeah. And there they come, of course.
Only intervention by the Almighty Lord.
Let's see if we can just
shoot
shoot them to death.
From this debacle. Our foolish general has thrown his life away, and perhaps our chances of victory with it.
But we might take
The
their...
enemy general
Yes.
lies
Nice.
dead. Only intervention by the Almighty. Praise the Holy Lord. Our foe has lost control of the city.
This one's a bit tight. And I don't think we're gonna clinch it. But, ooh, now we might. No, no, well, maybe. I don't know. No. Damnable peasant insurgency! I've actually never had that happen before.
From this foul cup.
That is, frustrating. I take Breslau, and my own troops decide on rebelling and taking it back. And now we can no longer reinforce it, of course.
Yes, my lord.
Okay.
Joining forces. Yes. Yes, lord.
Go in and take it
Confronting the
straight
enemy.
back.
Your will shall be obeyed.
That's, yeah. And Breslau, they got a land clearance though. Yay. Okay.
An order. We
And
must.
there we have it. Kiev.
Yes.
With a hefty garrison, I have to admit.
We'll make them fear you.
I might need some of those.
Orders, my king.
And I'll definitely not besiege it just with
Coming,
2
my
cavalry
enemy.
units. I might get myself some Alan light cavalry. Because they can be pretty nifty. They're fast moving. So they can run down most any enemy units. And just generally, yeah,
Ready to trade.
they are good in that
On my
particular
way.
role, and they can, of course, deal some good damage to some unsuspecting archer militia. So that would be nice.
Orders, my king.
Prague is happy being besieged
Yes.
by Polish nobles. They are happy to besiege them.
Is there something to discuss, mein guter Mann? Agreed. Another proposition for the
Let's try to get an alliance with them. And
Nine.
what do you
I
say?
may not accept
Okay,
this.
sure,
It
I'll
is
take
good
that.
We can agree, yeah? Our talks have been most worthwhile. Guten Tag.
Your Majesty,
Okay.
what do you require of me?
Send a diplomat to Hungary.
Your Majesty.
Well, of course.
And how would you suggest I get there?
Budapest is a beautiful
Not ask the
town.
impossible of me.
A beautiful city. So let's go to Budapest. Do I have some automated builder on? No, I don't. Why on earth? Oh, I must have misclicked on it. I don't know. Well, in any case, let's see. That goes up by about 50. Yeah, okay. Let's upgrade our castle.
Your will shall be obeyed.
Let's
Leave your mercy
besiege Kiev
behind, men.
and
We shall show them none.
put in some Alan
Their
light cavalry.
fate is sealed. Orders, my king. March
Okay,
to battle.
um,
Die, Lord. My lord,
die,
besieging
please.
settlement. The enemy lies defeated. We are victors.
Okay,
Strength, honor, and victory.
thank you.
my lord.
And 1 turn until Thorn surrenders. Now, this leaves us with not a lot of money with which to grow our economy, but capturing a few settlements might help us out.
Now they are doomed! Attack!
Once more onto the beach, dear friends, once more.
Units, await my orders!
It's a foggy day. As the Prince of the Realm now has to contend with peasants. Let's just move in. Our archers aren't really that good. And the sooner we can tie up the infantry, the sooner our cavalry can unleash its potential. They are running from being judged by peasants. Peasants fleeing from peasants. Well, what a time to be alive. Oh, I've forgotten how poor morale is in this game, just in general. It's quite staggering coming from DAC to this. And just seeing battalions just rout from absolutely no pressure at all.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and
let's see,
steadfast,
peasants.
victory
Yeah, I
will
suppose
be
they'll
ours.
run away. Okay, let's take our archers and move them maybe. Get a bit of a flanking on. Some crossbow militia running away.
General is no true man.
Yeah.
He flees the field of
This is
battle and abandons his men.
this is basically the end of the battle. Peasants, get in there. Distract those lads. We lost a few general's bodyguard there. Peasants.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Now, the problem is I can't really tell the units apart because they are fundamentally the same. There's a spear militia there, so let's charge them.
Mighty Lord of all,
Slam!
we have captured the enemy's general. That will teach the cowardly dog to
Nice.
turn tail and run.
Okay.
The enemy army,
and they're
all
done.
civilized peoples, will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
You know, maybe not. Maybe crushing some peasants in northern Poland isn't really the stuff that legends are made of, but it's good enough for me.
Are broken! We
And
triumphant!
Janusz Wojno. Yes, let's take Janusz
Honor to
on,
serve, my lord.
and he can then join
Orders, my
Captain
king.
Jan. My father's named Jan, actually. Although I suspect we Danes pronounce it slightly differently. Land clearance, always nice. Okay.
How may I serve? As you wish.
An honor, my lord. Yes. I shall ride on to
Ready to trade.
25 a turn. That's okay.
Ready to trade.
Can't we do better? We might be able to, but I'm not sure where. We have a lot of amber in these regions, and silver isn't going to be much more valuable. Because we have it in our capital as well. Iron might be good. Textiles might be good. But the competition here in northern Italy is fierce. Wine might be good, but actually I would like
Yes.
to get a spy over there to test the waters on those trade routes before committing my merchants. Okay, so
Yes, we shall not relent, ever! Resting the troops here.
let's build a
We
watchtower,
shall spot the enemy before
and we
they
can see
spot us.
Stettin.
An order. Orders, my king. My lord. Yes. Orders, my king. Yes, lord. Go. I will make them fear you.
2
We march
turns,
tomorrow, my lord.
3 turns. And when they come in, they'll be there in 2 turns, I suppose. Three free upkeep units. 3 free upkeep units.
We shall not relent, ever.
And the honesty down there. Well,
Orders, my of course.
let's send them over to the king. He could use some noted backup. And let's then just.
If our enemies lurk here, I shall find them.
Well, thank you.
I am an allied agent.
Yes.
Let's send you north
Tomorrow's
towards
journey awaits.
Denmark. Why don't we? And we have another suitable prince. Can I just put a rain check on that decision
Your
for now?
Majesty.
Because I have an
Traveling.
errand.
Is there something I can do for you?
Very generous. Oh well. Let me tell you what very generous would be. That would be for you to give me not 1,000, but 1,250 florins. How's that?
Your plan seems balanced enough to me. Very well.
And
Please continue with
yeah,
your
let's also get that.
Not a bad offer. Another course of wisdom to share. We have your time.
Good.
Most
A
valuable.
full exchange of information. Now, how about this guy? He is a bit average, and he's getting on up there. So I need to adjust, of
An
course,
honor,
that
my lord.
42 is now no longer to be considered young.
What
That
do you
is,
require of me?
I mean,
Yes. I shall ride on
that's like
tomorrow, my
20
lord.
years left of his entire life.
My lord.
So yeah.
Orders, my
An honor to serve.
There you go.
yes.
Hmm.
Yes. We shall not relent, ever.
I mean, I could take these units and just go for Stettin immediately.
We march
No,
to our
can't reach
enemy's
it.
doom.
Okay.
My lord. Men, march! Making camp here. Move out. We move onward tomorrow.
Relations with Hungary are improved, and Agnes, likewise as a diplomat, improves.
My lord.
Now
Ma'am,
we
march.
have quite a few units
Making
now.
camp here.
I bring word from my
Oh,
people
hello,
who are
Russia. Antonina. You know what? Sure,
Oh,
I'll
well, you
take
have
that.
Another proposal then.
And you like the prospect of being an ally to me, don't you? I mean, these alliances they'll unravel very quickly, given proper
I suppose
circumstance.
we can agree to these terms if we must. Goodbye.
But at least now we know where they are. Thorn needs chapel, so a chapel is what they'll get.
God's servant.
Stettin is 0% Catholic. That
Shall stop.
shall not stand.
Orders, my king.
An order.
Um,
Marching.
so let's
You
take
should,
this
my lord.
and this.
Joining the fort. Orders,
And
my king.
Your will shall be
they might
obeyed.
rise up, but if they do, we could actually take them on, I think, because of our bodyguard. If we use them well, without losing another family member. No guarantees, by the way, people. No guarantees on that one. But it would be lovely if we didn't. Okay. Now our trade has expanded, and it will expand even further with the market, so that's good. And nice. So
An honor, my lord.
let's head down to the
Traveling.
Venetians, I suppose. See what they're like.
Yes, my lord. At once. Tomorrow's journey awaits.
Sire,
And he's in there in Prague, and they might rise up
Combining
now.
troops.
So let's see if they do. Yes, they do. And I think I'll take this battle. And that will be the end to this episode. So, the full cavalry might of early Poland meets peasants once again. Perhaps a bit anticlimactic, but it's a necessary evil in order to deliver the will of the Polish king. These peasants need to be brought to justice. Yeah. But of course they do have some armored sergeants, and we'll need to be careful of them because they can take down cavalry like nobody's business. Slav mercenaries, they're also spearmen of a sort, but not very, very good. Let's just check their stats. 6 and 7, so, you know, better than peasants. Which isn't the highest bar in the world, I'll, you know, granted. But Slav levies, what are they like? Same kind of deal. So, our cavalry shall engage them and skirmish around them. Take on the Slav levies, I think. Okay, now we should be able to break these. So do that, please. That's wonderful. Nicely done, nicely done.
The battle is very much in our
Okay,
favor. If we
and
remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
there's some crossbow militia there. They're flanked.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Strike hard and break the spirit of his army.
Those armored sergeants, they need to go down. So, okay, nice. There's a window of opportunity. And they turn their backs on us. Get some javelins in the back. They won't like it. Okay.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be
Let's
ours.
bring down those sergeants now. Nice one, and charge into the peasant archers. Very nice.
The enemy
Right.
are badly blooded. They have lost. The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory
what
will
did-
be ours.
Wanted you to charge. Ah. Silly move. With no instinct of self-preservation. They should break if we attack them now. And they do. Lovely.
The enemy general.
Nice.
Like our men have captured the enemy general.
Got them on the run.
Guard him well, so he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
Is there any other resistance left?
Look how our
There we
this
go.
is a clear victory.
20 men
Those
lost,
only men of great
437
virtue and
killed.
valor.
The ones killing least were the ones that gained experience, but they also had one more battle on their resume, so that is not entirely unexpected.
God has delivered
And we
us
shall
unto
Suck
victory.
it.
We
Wonderful.
praise God for this gift of victory.
And that was basically this episode then. So, first episode of our foray into Polish geopolitics of the Middle Ages. I hope you enjoyed it, I certainly did, and I hope to see you again for another Captain Total Waffle episode, and until further notice, have a lovely, lovely day. Thank you.